Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into a classic piece of American coinage that has fascinated numismatists for decades: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1941. While it may look like a simple penny at first glance, this coin carries historical significance, rare variations, and potential mint errors that make it a must-have for collectors. If you thought pennies were just small change, listen closely. This coin tells a story worth more than its face value. The 1941 cent is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was first introduced in 1904 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this series marked the first time a U.S. president appeared on circulating coinage. By 1941, the series had been in circulation for nearly 4 decades, bridging generations and standing as a symbol of American history during a period of global unrest as World War II was escalating. This coin is not just currency, it's a tangible piece of history from an era that shaped the modern world. On the obverse, we find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, showcasing his distinctive profile and deep lines, which Brenner sculpted with remarkable realism. Collectors examined this side carefully, paying attention to the clarity of Lincoln's facial features, the sharpness of his beard, and the overall strike of the coin. Coins with full details and minimal wear are highly prized, as decades of circulation have caused most to develop smoothing, scratches, or discoloration. Even minor imperfections can affect value, which is why finding a well-preserved 1941 penny is a true collector's delight. The reverse of the coin features the wheat design, with 2 stylized stalks of wheat flanking the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. This design is iconic, representing the strength and agricultural heritage of the United States. Collectors particularly look at the details of the wheat stalks, the sharpness of the lettering, and the preservation of the coin's surface. Circulated coins often lose these finer details due to wear, while uncirculated examples retain their original crispness and visual appeal. Rarity for the 1941 penny doesn't come from low mintage alone. Millions were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, but from condition and unique variations. Many coins were used in daily transactions and suffered wear over the decades. High-grade coins in mint condition, with full luster and minimal contact marks, are comparatively rare and attract significant attention from collectors. Coins that have been carefully preserved, often in albums or protective cases, are highly sought after in both the market and auctions. Mint errors make this coin even more exciting. Some 1941 pennies were struck with off-center designs, showing parts of Lincoln or the wheat stalks missing from the planchet. Others feature double die characteristics, often visible in the date. Liberty, or In God We Trust. Die cracks, clipped planchets, and other anomalies also occur, making these coins unique and often dramatically increasing their value. Error coins are particularly appealing because they are one of a kind and stand out among standard issues, offering collectors both rarity and a story behind the minting process. The 1941 penny also holds historical significance. Produced during a time of economic recovery from the Great Depression and the build-up to World War II, these coins were a part of everyday life, passed from hand to hand, and witnessed a transformative period in American history. Collectors not only value these coins for their rarity or errors but also for the tangible connection they provide to an era that shaped the nation's identity. Owning a well-preserved 1941 penny is like holding a small piece of living history. For coin collectors, this penny is a bridge between history and modern numismatics. Unlike more contemporary coins, it carries decades of patina, circulation marks, and, in the case of uncirculated examples, extraordinary preservation. Searching through coin rolls, old collections, or auction lots can reveal a 1941 penny with exceptional strike, original luster, or even a rare mint error, offering both excitement and potential financial value. Now let's talk about real-world value based on current market trends and auction results. A circulated 1941 penny is generally worth a few cents above face value. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $5 to $20, depending on their condition and luster. High-grade certified coins have brought prices ranging from $30 to over $100 at auction. Genuine mint-era examples, especially those with significant doubling or off-center strikes, have sold for several $100s and, in rare, exceptional cases, over $1,000, depending on the type and visibility of the era. This coin proves that even the smallest pieces of currency can hold extraordinary value, history, and appeal for collectors. Its combination of condition rarity, historical significance, and potential mint errors makes the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny an exciting and worthwhile addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey, this coin reminds us that even the coins we overlook can carry fascinating stories and real collectible value. It's a piece of history you can hold in your hand, and for any coin lover, that is priceless. Second rare coin, we're diving into a truly captivating piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1951. At first glance, it might just look like a simple penny, but for collectors, this coin is far more than just small change. Its history, potential mint errors, and rarity make it a coin worth paying attention to, especially for those who are serious about building a valuable and interesting collection. The 1951 cent is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Penny series, first introduced in 1904 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series was the first in U.S. coinage to feature a president on circulating coins, and Victor David Brenner's design has remained beloved for over a century. By 1951, the series had been in circulation for decades, making it a common coin in everyday transactions, yet finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare, which makes it highly desirable for collectors. On the obverse of the coin, you'll see the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln. Every detail is significant to collectors. The contours of his face, the lines of his beard, and the sharpness of the jacket and lapel are carefully examined. Coins that retain these details, along with original luster and clean surfaces, stand out in the numismatic world. Even subtle differences in strike quality can make a coin more attractive, and in the case of the 1951 penny, collectors especially pay attention to the date, mint mark, and overall preservation. The reverse features the iconic wheat design, with 2 stalks of wheat flanking the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. This design, symbolic of the country's agricultural roots, is one of the most beloved in U.S. coin history. Collectors look closely at the details of the wheat stalks, the lettering, and the overall preservation of the coin's surface. Circulated examples often show wear on the wheat heads or flattening in the lettering, while coins in uncirculated condition retain crisp detail and strong visual appeal, making them highly sought after in collections. Rarity for the 1951 penny comes less from its mintage and more from condition and preservation. While millions were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, most coins were used in everyday transactions and suffered wear over time. High-grade examples with full original luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks are far rarer and attract the attention of serious collectors. Coins that have been carefully stored and protected often command a premium, as they are increasingly difficult to find in today's market. Mint errors add another layer of intrigue to the 1951 penny. Some coins were struck off-center, resulting in coins with partial designs that are highly collectible. Others exhibit double die characteristics, usually in the date or the word Liberty, caused by misalignment during die preparation. Die cracks, clipped planchets, and other anomalies can also occur, making these coins unique. Error coins are particularly attractive to collectors because they offer a one-of-a-kind element that standard coins simply cannot match. The thrill of discovering such an error coin from a series as historic as the Lincoln Wheat Penny makes collecting even more exciting. The 1951 penny also holds historical significance beyond its numismatic appeal. Produced during the post-World War II era, this coin circulated in a time of American recovery and economic growth. It passed through countless hands, telling the story of mid-century America. For collectors, owning a 1951 penny is like holding a small piece of history, a tangible connection to a time when pennies were part of everyday life, yet crafted with a level of artistry that is still admired today. For coin collectors, this penny represents the perfect combination of history, artistry, and collectible potential. Searching through coin rolls, old collections, or auctions can still reveal 1951 pennies in exceptional condition, and occasionally, rare era coins that stand out dramatically. This coin reminds collectors that even a seemingly ordinary piece of currency can hold extraordinary value, whether through condition, rarity, or unique minting anomalies. Now, let's talk about real-world value based on current market trends and auction results. A circulated 1951 penny is generally worth slightly above face value. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $5 to $20, depending on their condition and luster. High-grade certified coins have brought prices ranging from $30 to over $70 at auction. Genuine mint-era examples, especially those with noticeable doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, have sold for several $100s, and in rare, exceptional cases, over $1,000, depending on the type and visibility of the era. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates that even the smallest coins can carry immense historical and collectible value. Its combination of condition rarity, historical significance, and potential minting errors makes it a fascinating and worthwhile addition to any collection. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey in coin collecting, this coin proves that even the pennies we might overlook can hold extraordinary stories and real market value. Holding one in your hand is like holding a piece of American history, small, yet priceless in its legacy and collectible appeal. Third expensive coin, we're diving into a truly fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1946. At first glance, this coin might seem like a simple penny, but for collectors, it's far more than that. Between its historical significance, potential minting errors, and rarity in top condition, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a coin that every serious collector should know about. Stick around as we explore why this small piece of copper can hold such big value. The 1946 penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Penny series, first introduced in 1904 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this series was revolutionary because it was the first time a U.S. president appeared on circulating coinage. By 1946, the series had been in circulation for over 40 years, making it a familiar coin in households across the United States. However, finding a high-grade, well-preserved example from this year is becoming increasingly rare, which is why it has captured the attention of serious collectors. On the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Every detail matters here: the contours of his face, the intricate lines of his beard, and the sharp definition in his jacket and collar. Collectors prize coins that retain these details because they reflect the original artistry and craftsmanship from the mint. Over decades of circulation, most pennies lose these fine details due to wear and tear, making pristine examples highly desirable. Even small differences in strike sharpness or surface preservation can dramatically influence the coin's value. The reverse of the 1946 penny features the wheat design, with two stylized wheat stalks flanking the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. This design is iconic, symbolizing America's agricultural roots and the enduring legacy of the Lincoln penny. Collectors examine the details of the wheat stalks, the letters, and the overall surface quality. In circulated coins, these features often show signs of flattening or wear, but uncirculated examples retain crispness, creating a visually stunning coin that stands out in any collection. Rarity for the 1946 penny isn't due to low mintage. Millions were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but rather condition, preservation, and unique minting variations. Many coins from this year have been handled, circulated, and exposed to the elements, which diminishes their appeal to collectors. High-grade, uncirculated coins with full original luster are comparatively rare, making them highly sought after in the market. Coins preserved in albums, coin rolls, or protective holders often command a premium because collectors know that such well-maintained examples are increasingly hard to find, mint errors add another layer of intrigue to the 1946 penny. Some coins were struck off-center, leaving partial designs that are instantly recognizable. Others show double die characteristics, particularly in the date. Liberty, or In God We Trust, caused by misalignment during die creation. Die cracks, clipped planchets, and other anomalies also appear, creating unique coins that stand apart from the standard issues. Error coins are particularly valuable because they are one of a kind, making them an exciting find for collectors who love the thrill of rarity. Beyond rarity and errors, the 1946 penny holds historical significance. Produced in the post-World War II era, it circulated during a time of transition for the United States, when the country was recovering from wartime sacrifices and experiencing rapid economic growth. Each penny tells a story, passing through countless hands, witnessing daily life, and serving as a tangible link to mid-20th century America. For collectors, owning a 1946 penny is like holding a piece of history, a connection to a time when these coins were a part of everyday life yet crafted with remarkable detail and care. For coin enthusiasts, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny represents a perfect blend of history, artistry, and collectible potential. Searching through old collections, coin rolls, or auctions can still reveal pennies in exceptional condition, and occasionally, rare mint errors that significantly increase value. This coin shows that even the most common-looking currency can hold extraordinary collectible interest when condition, history, and anomalies come together. Now, let's discuss real-world value based on current market trends and auction results. A circulated 1946 penny is generally worth slightly above face value. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $5 to $20, depending on their luster and preservation. High-grade certified coins have been auctioned for $30 to $100. Genuine mint error examples, such as off-center strikes or double dies, have been known to sell for several $100s, and in rare, exceptional cases, over $1,000, depending on the type and visibility of the error. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates that even small coins can carry immense historical and collectible value. Its combination of condition rarity, historical significance, and potential minting errors makes it an exciting and worthwhile addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into coin collecting, this penny reminds us that even everyday coins can tell extraordinary stories and hold real market value. Holding one in your hand is like holding a tangible piece of American history, small in size, yet priceless in legacy and appeal. Especially, we're exploring a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1953, minted at the San Francisco Mint. While it might seem like just another Lincoln Wheat penny at first glance, this coin holds layers of historical significance, collectible appeal, and potential mint errors that make it a fascinating item for both new and seasoned collectors. Stick with me as we unravel what makes the 1953 penny an exciting coin to own. The 1953 penny is part of the legendary Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was introduced in 1904 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a president, breaking from the tradition of symbolic or allegorical designs. By 1953, the series had been in circulation for nearly 50 years, cementing its iconic status in American coinage. Yet, while millions of pennies were struck, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially from the San Francisco Mint, has become increasingly rare, making it highly sought after by collectors. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait. Every detail is important: the contours of his face, the precision of his beard, and the definition of his jacket and collar. Collectors value coins that retain these features because they reflect the original artistry of Brenner's design. Even subtle differences in strike quality, wear, or surface preservation can significantly impact the coin's appeal. For the 1953 penny, collectors particularly scrutinized the sharpness of Lincoln's facial features, the clarity of the date, and the mint mark. Coins that retain full detail and original luster are considered the most valuable and visually striking examples of the series. The reverse of the coin features the iconic wheat design, with two stylized wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. This classic design symbolizes the nation's agricultural heritage and has become one of the most beloved motifs in U.S. coinage. Collectors closely examine the wheat stalks for detail and the crispness of the lettering, as wear over decades often diminishes these elements in circulated coins. Uncirculated examples maintain their sharpness and brilliance, offering a striking contrast to the more common, worn pennies. Rarity for the 1953 penny is influenced less by mintage numbers and more by condition and minting characteristics. While the San Francisco Mint struck hundreds of millions of these pennies, most were used in daily transactions and show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration today. High-grade uncirculated coins with original mint luster are comparatively rare, making them highly desirable for collectors. Coins preserved in protective holders or collections often command higher prices due to their scarcity in such well-maintained condition. Mint errors make the 1953 penny even more intriguing. Some examples were struck off-center, creating coins with partial designs that immediately catch the eye. Others feature double die characteristics, typically in the date or the word Liberty, resulting from misalignment during die preparation. Die cracks, clipped planchets, and other anomalies also occur, producing unique coins that stand out dramatically from standard issues. Error coins are particularly collectible because they are one-of-a-kind pieces, offering rarity and a fascinating glimpse into the minting process. For collectors, the thrill of discovering a significant error coin adds excitement and value beyond standard circulation issues. Beyond rarity and potential errors, the 1953 penny carries historical significance. Produced in the post-World War II era, it circulated during a period of American economic expansion and societal change. Each coin tells a story, passing through countless hands, and provides a tangible connection to mid-20th century America. Collectors value these pennies not just for their rarity or potential errors, but also for the historical and cultural stories they carry. Owning a well-preserved 1953 penny is like holding a small piece of living history, a connection to a pivotal era in the nation's development. For coin enthusiasts, this penny exemplifies the perfect combination of history, artistry, and collectible potential. Searching through old collections, coin rolls, or auction lots can reveal 1953 pennies in exceptional condition, and sometimes rare error coins that significantly increase value. This coin reminds collectors that even a small, seemingly ordinary piece of currency can hold extraordinary historical and monetary appeal when condition, rarity, and minting anomalies come together. Now, let's discuss real-world value based on current market trends and auction results. A circulated 1953 penny is generally worth slightly above face value. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $5 to $25, depending on their luster and preservation. High-grade certified coins have brought prices ranging from $30 to over $80 at auction. Genuine mint error examples, such as double dies or off-center strikes, have sold for several $100s, and in rare exceptional cases, over $1,000, depending on the type, visibility, and overall condition of the coin. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates that even the smallest coins can carry immense historical and collectible value. Its combination of condition rarity, historical importance, and potential minting errors makes it an exciting addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey in coin collecting, this penny proves that even the everyday coins we often overlook can tell extraordinary stories and hold tangible market value. Holding one in your hand is like holding a piece of American history, small in size, yet priceless in legacy and collectible appeal. Last unique coin, we're exploring a classic piece of American coinage that has captured the interest of collectors for decades: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1950. While it may appear to be an ordinary penny at first glance, this small piece of copper carries a wealth of history, collectible potential, and even rare mint errors that make it a must-have for numismatists. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into coin collecting, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a coin you need to know about. The 1950 penny is part of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, first introduced in 1904 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this series was the first in United States history to feature a president on circulating coinage. By 1950, these pennies had been in circulation for nearly half a century, making them familiar to millions of Americans. Yet, while many circulated coins from this year exist, finding a high-grade, uncirculated example or one with rare characteristics has become increasingly difficult, which makes this coin highly desirable for collectors. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Every detail matters to collectors: the sharpness of his beard, the contours of his face, and the definition of his jacket and collar. Coins that retain these details without heavy wear are particularly valued because they preserve the artistry and craftsmanship from the original minting. Even minor differences in the quality of the strike or surface preservation can dramatically affect the value of a 1950 penny. The date and mint mark are also key factors, as they can reveal important information about where the coin was struck and whether it may be rarer than other issues. The reverse of the 1950 penny features the classic wheat design, with two stylized wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America. This design is iconic and represents America's agricultural heritage, adding both historical and aesthetic value to the coin. Collectors pay close attention to the clarity of the wheat stalks and the crispness of the lettering. Circulated coins often show wear on the wheat heads and letters, while uncirculated examples retain their full details, making them visually striking and highly sought after. Rarity for the 1950 penny is primarily determined by condition and preservation rather than low mintage. Millions were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but most coins were used in everyday transactions and eventually suffered wear, scratches, and discoloration. High-grade uncirculated coins are comparatively rare, making them more appealing to collectors. Coins that have been carefully stored in albums or protective holders command higher prices because examples in pristine condition are increasingly scarce. Mint errors add an exciting layer of intrigue to the 1950 penny. Some coins were struck off-center, leaving partial designs that instantly catch a collector's eye. Others exhibit double die characteristics, often visible in the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust. Die cracks, clipped planchets, and other anomalies also occur, making certain pennies unique and especially valuable. Error coins are highly sought after because each one is essentially a one-of-a-kind artifact, offering collectors both rarity and a fascinating glimpse into the minting process. The thrill of discovering a significant error coin elevates the excitement and potential value of the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin also holds historical significance. Produced in the early years of the post-World War II era, it circulated during a time of American economic growth and social change. These pennies passed through countless hands, witnessing everyday life in mid-20th century America. For collectors, a well-preserved 1950 penny provides more than just monetary value. It's a tangible connection to a pivotal time in history. Owning one of these pennies is like holding a small, portable piece of American heritage. For collectors, the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny exemplifies the perfect combination of history, artistry, and collectible potential. Searching through old collections, coin rolls, or auction lots can still uncover examples in exceptional condition and occasionally rare mint errors that significantly increase value. This coin proves that even the most seemingly ordinary pieces of currency can hold extraordinary collectible interest when condition, rarity, and unique minting characteristics align. Now, let's discuss real-world value. A circulated 1950 penny is generally worth slightly more than face value. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $5 to $20, depending on their luster and preservation. High-grade certified coins have been auctioned for $30 to $75. Genuine mint error examples, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, have sold for several $100s, and in rare, exceptional cases, over $1,000, depending on the type, visibility, and overall condition of the coin. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates that even small coins can carry significant historical and collectible value. Its combination of rarity and top condition, potential minting errors, and historical significance makes it a fascinating addition to any collection. Whether you're a dedicated numismatist or just starting out, this penny reminds us that even everyday coins can tell extraordinary stories and hold real market value. Holding one is like holding a tangible piece of American history, small in size, yet priceless in its legacy and appeal.